Everyone, this video is about the Wheel of the Year in the Celtic pagan tradition. I've drawn this diagram to help me explain the different festivals and celebrations and important dates. So I'm going to talk through it and hope you find it interesting. So the year starts on the winter solstice on the 21st of December, and I've also put the corresponding phases of the moon cycle that represent each part of the year as well. So, new moon, the darkest time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, and this all refers to the Northern Hemisphere. It's obviously the reverse in the Southern Hemisphere. So, winter solstice, we have the shortest day, and it's the rebirth of the sun. So, there's a general theme of rebirth at this time of the year. It's the festival of Yule. And if you were to visit the ancient site of Newgrange in Ireland, it's the one day of the year that the sun enters the inner chamber of this structure, winter solstice at dawn for 17 minutes. So this is a time for preparation for the coming cold months. Okay. Then we move on to Imbolc on the 1st of February. And Imbolc represents looking forward to the return of spring. And it's from this time onwards that we start to see the return of flowers. First ones are usually daffodils, snowdrops, and crocuses. Then we move on first quarter to the spring equinox on the 21st of March. So we have equal day and night. And it was also the festival of Ostara, which is where the name Easter comes from. And this represents a time of balance. It's a time of welcoming in the longer days. And this would be a celebration time of spring and fertility. Then we move on to Beltane on the 1st of May. This represents the first day of summer. It's a time of welcoming in the longer days. And this festival is a celebration of life in opposition to Samhain, 6 months later, which is a celebration and a remembrance of death and those who've passed. Beltane is a celebration of life. It's also said that there is a lot of fairy activity around this time of the year. Then we come on to the full moon, halfway around our cycle, which is representative of the summer solstice on the 21st of June. It is the longest day of the year. It's a time of celebration of light and the sun, and it's a good day to banish dark and evil just because of the amount of light. Okay, moving on then to Lugnasa on the 1st of August. This is the beginning of the harvest season, so a time to start picking the fruits and vegetables and everything that's grown during the summer. They burn bonfires at this festival and give thanks to the Celtic god Lugh. Then we move on to the autumn equinox on the 21st of September. Again, a time of balance, equal day and night, and it's a time of harvest and food preservation for the winter. Then our final significant date is Samhain on the 1st of November, linked in with Halloween. It's a time to honour past souls, and bonfires are also lit at this time for their cleansing and protective powers. So they are all of the dates on the Wheel of the Year. In summary then, at the top we have winter. So this is a time of stillness, pause, quiet, and going within. It represents an ending and a new beginning, rather like the death card in the tarot. And this idea of retreat and stillness and pause is also represented by the Hermit card. It's also a time that symbolizes hope for the new. Then moving on to Imbolc, a symbolic way of looking at it as part of a journey through the year is the first steps on a journey that you've reflected on and now you're ready for. It's the moment you're ready to make a physical start on something after this time of thought and reflection. And then we move on to the equinox. So by now on your journey, you're on your way, you're gaining strength and confidence and purpose. Then when we get to Beltane, there's a sense of relief, having moved past those struggles and that there are good days ahead. And then at solstice, we've reached our peak of full growth and achievement of everything we've worked for. At Lugnasa, you are benefiting from your hard work along the way and enjoying its benefits. At the same time, you have one eye on all the good things and another on preparing for what's to come next in the next cycle or the next chapter. Moving on to the equinox, this is a time of preparation for the next change, the next transition. Then we get to Samhain near the end of our journey, and it represents completion, stopping. What's done is done, the work is done, and from here on to finish the journey, we go inside, we retreat into the inner world, and that completes that cycle. So that's my interpretation of the year as a personal journey as well. Okay, I hope you found that interesting, and I'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.